You spoke about the fact that people have become disenfranchised. The number of people who actually are registered but don't vote are more than those who vote. And when we walked in, one of the things you mentioned is the challenge is trust.
Yeah.
I think trust has been broken, right? You have this halo effect in 1994, people snaking lines, coming in and voting. You then have a fairly good economic growth under Becky, but actually not inclusive, not being able to rise the tide so all boats lift. And then you've had the endemic corruption, the failure of elements of the state, the massive infrastructure challenges, the ESCOM debacle, the huge collapse in terms of state-owned companies and everything that comes with it. The problem is that society has become disenfranchised because trust has been broken, right?
Yeah.
There was lots of trust with COPE, and there's no terror left there, right? It's it's no more a terrorist organization like what it was when it started, when terror got 80 seats or whatever it was.
Yeah.
It's a one-person banned party now. The IFP is much more than what it was. Ons buying somewhere here or no. So what will make you build trust? Because that's the hardest part, Songezo.
Let me talk about maybe just three things quickly that cause people to lose trust. The first is politics has become a transaction between people who want to get into power and people who want a difference in their lives. And they have a conversation once every 5 years, a hectic conversation, and then the other people disappear, right? So you're
going to give T-shirts as well?
Sorry?
Are you also going to give T-shirts?
Oh yeah, listen, a T-shirt.
That's critical.
It's very critical, by the way.
I saw at least one on it.
I mean.
You're giving us some tonight.
Can I? No.
But you know that you have the chance here, man.
No. You guys are in the suburbs. You want golf shirts. You guys want golf shirts. Also cut according to the different genders. So the thing is, people really hate the fact that there's a conversation that takes place at election time, and then people vanish. And we sought out to, this is one of the things we really sought out to understand. So Rise Mzansi is about constant presence in the community. And dealing with, so we've got a slogan at organizing level that says a personal is political. Anything that really, really bothers you all the time as a person or as a family or as a community is most likely an important political problem. So you're welcome to talk about it here. And the basis of our organizing is going to be how we start dealing with this little problem, whatever it is. So if you look at our social media pages, you always see our guys doing something in the community, like just do something, however little, and continue to do it. Don't always talk about the vote, because that really makes people upset. So presence is really important. The consistency of your presence, and that you are honest with people, and I'll give an example just now. But you always hear. And you can see this relationship evolving. So at first people will be half interested, and then they become really interested because they start saying, what do you kids do? Yeah. What are you all about? That means your meetings increasingly become about the issue. So if you say in an area that there's a meeting to discuss the drugs problem, lots of people come. And suddenly you've got a network of people, like some are social workers, some are teachers, some are nurses, and that sort of thing. Some are in the church and so on, and you're organizing network. I know I'm giving away part of our strategy now, but it's important, right? So that's the second thing. And the last one I want to say is, people come in expecting a promise they are not going to believe. And from a behavioral science thing, it's always fascinating for me to look around the room, because people say, how are you going to solve X, Y, Z in my community? So I say, I don't know. I don't live here. You do. Wow. There is nothing I can tell you about the seriousness of that problem or how it affects your life better than you. So we're going to do two things in this conversation. You're going to say how this problem affects you, affects your life. And secondly, we're going to work out how to deal with it together. That's the purpose of politics. If you're looking for a promise of a magic formula from me, you're not going to get it. You're in the wrong meeting. And if you came to that meeting, you can go home. Of course, nobody leaves to go home. By the end of the meeting, you're able to allocate people to different problems that are in the community. The same people. You can leave. The important thing is this. We've got to hammer away at the idea that democracy is a stock fair. It's not a transaction. You're not buying a service from me. This is our country. We need to fix it together. There is no change that happens if you're sitting at home and I'm doing it for you. And I say this all the time. And you know what? There's one thing people say thereafter. They say, you guys are different. You are strange. You are strange, but I like it. And that's why people trust us at that level.